Okay, real quick clarification. This is not my fursuit head. This was just for the bit for the intro. You can see his fucking ears. Like, jeez. Hold on, let me try to duck. Damn, his ears are fucking big. This fursuit head is my boyfriend's, Stormbreaker. He's a goober. Alright, let me actually get this off so I can see shit. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh, Christ. You know what? We'll have him sit back there in the video. Right next to the Blaha, that's not mine, I swear to God. I don't need this video to be about me being furry and trans. Neither. I think it is kind of ironic for me to deny being furry when I am dating a furry. And I'm on an app for furries. And in a group chat for furries. And I've been to events and hang out with furries. In a convention that's dedicated to furries. And I also have a character that has dog ears and dog tail. This shit is getting tough to fucking deny, I'm being honest. I went through a phase of thinking I was a furry when I was younger. Like, I want to say like middle school or something like that. And it was only a small phase before I stopped. Mainly because I realized a lot of the characters I had were always just the ears and tail. You know, Nekos or whatever the fuck it's truly called. It was never a full anthro character. So I was like, oh, I'm probably not a furry then. And another reason was also because people just viewed it as weird. It's middle school, it's weird shit, whatever. And I wanted to seem cool and not weird, so I, pushed it away as well. The problem is, a lot of people view weird as bad. Which is honestly kind of stupid because weird isn't always bad. Some people love the weird shit. I can go through a lot of examples, but the first one that comes to my mind, weirdly, is Queso. If you've been scrolling through fucking TikTok, Instagram Reels, or actually, watch his streams, you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about because he says the most random of shit. He'll say weird stuff like,
well, chat got leaked butt naked on Twitter again.
Or he'll even say,
yo, wet anus with the 5 gifted.
And sometimes even,
shut up before I take my drawers off and make it clap.
And also, wait, what the fuck did he just say?
Just fart on me, Claudia, please!
Wait, what the fuck?
No, don't spank me again, Chris. No! I'm sorry,
Hold on, what's that? Wait, fucking who? Alright, anyways. Let me get back to this video. And by that, I mean take a sip of my drink before I continue. Those clips are weird, but also people love them. They love Queso for being weird. People think it's weird that people are spending a couple $1,000s on literally just a fucking fursuit, or not fursuit, but sorry, carpet on a head. They're spending a couple $1,000 on carpet to wear around, but when you think about it, this is like a costume, or not costume, a cosplay for your own personal OC, or at least furry OC. It's like people who make cosplays of their actual OCs, not furry-wise, but just in general. I remember once me and Storm, we were actually at a little furry event. It was some bowling place, and there was this mother with some kids, and they were asking us questions. And in the end, she was kind of, one of the things she said was, oh, it's kind of like cosplaying, right? And because apparently she had someone else who did it, which, what, mother cosplay, but whatever. That really made me also realize, wow, literally fursuiting is just cosplaying your character. And yes, a lot of the furries in the furry fandom are weird. Not a big shocker. I mean, the furry community is very accepting when it comes to other people coming in. So it's one of those things of, they're not going to judge you just because you might be a little bit weird, a little bit autistic. If you're a little bit autistic, that's rare. Everyone in this community is autistic as fuck, dude. Can't confirm, I got a boyfriend, he's pretty fucking autistic. But sadly, the fact of them being weird isn't the only thing that makes furries bad. My camera just glitch? No, I will definitely admit there has been some bad things that's happened in the community. Some of them weren't really even by the furries, but whatever. And it's kind of left a stereotype on top of everything. Again, the only problem is it's not really even like just the furries doing it. A big one that gets labeled onto them is pissing and shitting in like litter boxes or whatever, because animals and whatnot. And yes, maybe a couple of furries have done that shit, but there's been literal evidence of normal people doing this shit. Jojo Siwa, I'm fucking looking at you. You ruined shit for fucking furries like him. And another one that gets quickly slapped on to furries is zoophiles. If I'm pronouncing correctly. Basically, people who fuck animals. And it's funny because there's times I'll find a furry account and like 95% of the time, it will be immediately labeled, zoophiles do not interact. So many fucking furries hate zoophiles. It is so bad. I have seen people go on witch hunts just trying to expose one person over it. Which I mean, reasonable point being. Am I saying zoophiles don't exist in the community? They maybe like one or two people. It's a sad case in the world, but bad people exist. But it's also not a furry thing. It's not just furries. Another stereotype for furries that I feel like really isn't even a stereotype for furries themselves is them being PDF files. And it's the main reason why I say it's not really a stereotype for the furries is because the community itself is very LGBTQ. Very much gay in a little bit. But the anti-LGBTQ people really like to say how the LGBTQ people are PDF files. So really, this one isn't even a real stereotype for furries. I've just noticed a lot of people immediately gravitate to this kind of stuff with furries. But again, as I said earlier as well, like, I'm not saying there aren't furries who do piss and shit in litter boxes. There aren't furries who are zoophiles or even there are some shit people out there, but those are people, which is just people. What I'm really trying to explain by this is the stereotypes comes from a few bad apples ruining a bunch. Now, I love trying to say this a lot when defending the community to other people, but it's mostly the fact of this. If you get 10 people and maybe like 9 of them are good, 9 to 8, and maybe 1 or 2 people are real shit, when you think of that group of 10 people, you're going to think of the 1 or 2 shit people. And frankly, especially if those shit people are really thought about, it becomes the entire definition of a fandom sometimes. Or just a group of people. And this can be seen in other communities as well. Alright, let's try to wrap it through. Let's go through these real quick. Minecraft YouTubers, PDF files, COD gamers, racist and homophobic, con goers who go to conventions, fat ugly men who don't shower and have no one that loves them and lives in their mom's basement. Okay, that was a lot, but okay. And of course, with Minecraft YouTubers, COD gamers, and con goers, they aren't all that. Some of them are girls. Okay, joke aside, serious thing, it's just the bad stereotypes fuel what people think about when it comes to certain communities. Not every Minecraft YouTuber is a PDF file looking at kids. Not every COD gamer is extremely racist and homophobic. And not every con goer does not bathe ever. These stereotypes exist because people know they're bad and they cling onto them because they want to make it worse. And again, while I haven't been super in depth with the community, I feel like I've seen from a decent amount from an outside perspective of the furry fandom, and also a little bit on the inside as well, that I have a decent idea of how the community can be sometimes. And I will say immediately, it is honestly filled with a lot of nice people. It is a very nice community. Hell, I remember Storm was talking about how one time some guy he was just talking to was just like, hey, so you're chill. Here's a bunch of free gifted Steam games. I was like, what the fuck? I was kind of jealous because one of those games gifted was Left 4 Dead 2. And yeah, sure, I can go ahead and buy it myself, but I fucking like Left 4 Dead 2. I used to play that shit in the 360. Give it to me. So willing to pay for like free food as well if you're going out sometimes. Well, not free food, but you know what I mean. I've just always had fun when I've gone to events, even the very beginning where I was really like, okay, I know jack shit about furries. I am very lost. I was still really accepted, and I've connected very well with a lot of these people. Hell, as of recently, me, Storm, and a couple of other furries, we kind of just made a thing where we just went out and just played board games one night. That was it. Sure, it wasn't furry related, but it's still like, just interacted. They were chill. They didn't know shit about me. And they were still amazing people to have fun with. Sadly, yes, there are still a few bad people. Again, as I said, a few bad apples ruins a bunch, yada yada. No community is perfectly clean. And a sad thing, but also kind of true with the community, is that none of it's like super crazy. It's like these people, you can still meet in the real world. It's just, they're people. Doesn't matter if they're a furry or not, they're people. And I will say, I'm not trying to use it to kind of get rid of the furry name from these awful people. It's just a fact that a lot of times people will know a bad person and really try to attach that furry label to them to make furries seem bad. Another thing I've also noticed is that a lot of people tend to think furries are very obvious. Like, oh, you're definitely a furry. No, you really like cats. You have to be a furry, right? And I remember when I've gone to like some of these furry events I was talking about, I've met people that I was like, are you just naturally here at this bar? Oh no, you're also a furry. Oh, you just looked like a person. Maybe it's because I don't have my furry radar fully set yet, like a gay radar, but for furries. I don't have it fully set yet, but it's like some of these people just look like they work a casual 9 to 5. But yeah, no, I mean, furries really aren't that bad of people. They're honestly pretty chill. And again, yes, there's a few bad apples. Bad apples exist in any community you'll see on here. The only thing I can really say is just try to treat furries with respect when they're, just doing their hobbies. I'll see videos of people who the furries are just casually walking in public, minding their own business, and people trying to bark at them, bother them, and just be douches. It's like, brother, they're just walking. They ain't bothering you. Like, some of them are chill. I saw this one where this dude was recording a rap video, invited these furries on, and this bunny started shaking ass. That was pretty cool. That ass is pretty cool. Was my first time mentioning ass in this video? Is it my first time mentioning, like, anything sexual in this video? I think it is. Wow. I cannot believe I yiffed that.
We only pop it once a month, like some fucking tampons. Balenciaga had a tone, we Balenciaga dogs. Homie beach